Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal Parker and I will be explaining a little bit about myself and the 10 steps to starting an IV hydration business. This is a video that I've been wanting to make for a very long time. I just haven't had the time. Just to tell you a little bit about me, I am a mom, a wife. I have two small children, 2 years old, and my 3-month-old who's right here. Sleeping. So if she makes a little noise at some point, just know that that is her. I am a nurse practitioner, ER nurse of 11 years who ventured off into starting my own IV hydration business. I am concierge, which means that I go to my patients. They don't come to me. But as of late, I am excited to say that I have started in a med spa. I have added aesthetics to my services. So being in a med spa gives me more of a range, a room, a private room, a chair that can bend and do all the things I need to do for aesthetics. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about starting an IV hydration business. So I just wanted to give you guys 10 steps into starting this type of business. This type of business has offered me so much freedom. I no longer have to work so many overtime days at the hospital. I do this, on my own terms. I accept the patients that I want to. I don't have to, see whatever walks in the door as I do as an ER nurse. So I definitely love this business. And if you're interested in starting, you will too. So first I say for starting a concierge IV hydration business is know that you can do this. No matter what roadblocks come your way, please know that you already have everything in you to become successful. So I am what we call a nursepreneur. So if you're looking at this video and you want to open or start a business, you too will become a part of the nursepreneur community. One thing that as nurses have to do is get out of our own head. We are so used to being at the hospital and having people kind of tell us what to do that we think that we can't do this on our own. Now, if you work in the hospital setting, you know that you give IV hydration all the time. So it's really just that simple. It's starting a line, infusing the vitamins, and knowing exactly what you already know, because it's what you already, it's the skills that you already use on your patients. You will face roadblocks. You will have to keep going when you don't want to. You will have sleepless nights sometimes, just either of excitement or just anxiety of worrying about how you're going to start the business or what your next steps are. But those are all normal. Just keep going, and I promise you, you will start a fantastic business. This is a very booming, thriving business. So you have everything within you to start. So just get started. That's the main thing. Just get started. And you as a nurse are so much smarter than you think you are. You do not need a hospital system to tell you how to run a business or to tell you how to get patients. You can do it. Okay. So number 2 on my list is research. So, you want to research your scope of practice. Every state is different. So some states, as a nurse practitioner, you don't have to be a nurse practitioner to start this business. So please don't let my title fool you. I started this business before I got my nurse practitioner license, and I'm in California, which is this is really bothering me. I don't know what that is. Anyway, just gonna keep going. California is a full, no, we do not have full practice authority. So I have to have a medical director, regardless if I'm an RN, NP, I still have to have a medical director. Some states you don't have to have a medical director. If you're a nurse practitioner, but as a RN, you most likely will have to have a medical director. So just research your state. You can research that by going to the BRN, seeing your scope of practice, and researching what requirements, or you can also call the BRN and see if you can run this type of business by yourself. So you want to research, in researching as well, you want to research other IV hydration businesses in your area, right? So you want to see what they're offering, what their prices are, what kind of patients that they mainly service. Even if you have to go down and pay for a service, pay, however much. These typically range, I see, depending on what area you are, an IV will range from anywhere between $150. Some people are out there charging $400 or $500, depending, like I said, and I'm in California. So in Los Angeles, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, that's what they charge. Especially as a concierge business, you're going to people's homes. So you can charge a service fee It's unlimited, but you want to check and make sure that you are comparable to other IV hydration businesses in your area. It's not called copying. You're just getting inspiration, right? So that's totally fine. You want to do all those things before you invest the money and invest the time to get started, to make sure what exactly it is you'll need and make sure this is the type of business that you want to start going forward. Third on my list is to check with your Secretary of State to determine what type of business structure. So here in California, we have to start a PC, which is a professional corporation. Other states will be either a PLLC or LLC. If you're doing a managed service organization, it just depends. So you want to check with your Secretary of State, and they will let you know what type of business entity you have to form in forming this type of business, because you are a professional. You will have a medical director if you do or if you don't, but it just depends on your state. So that can be found with the Secretary of State, and it's what type of business formation you need to start an IV hydration business. Fourth is decide what target audience you will service. While we aim to please everyone, once you get in business, you will know if you aim to please everyone, you will please no one. So it's best to target what type of specific, client or patient that you want to service. So me, when I started, I was all about the athletes. So, done some weightlifting competitions in my past. So I really know the benefits of, IV hydration, especially because, for competitions, a lot of times we cut water and we're just dead to the world, after a competition, and IV hydration is a great way to take a person from zero to feeling at their ultimate best. So athletes are a good population. They have great veins. They're healthy. You don't have to worry about, although you do a patient history, you don't have to worry too much about them not being healthy. So it's a great population to work with. Other populations are, brides doing bridal parties. You have corporate accounts, so doing getting in with businesses to service the wellness of their employees. You have the pregnant population with moms with hyperemesis who need, just a refill on fluids because they're dehydrated from vomiting so much. There's so many different ways you can go with this business. So you want to research your target population to know, because that will also help you when you're formulating what kind of drips you want to give. If you deal more with athletes and men, and you can also service like football teams and basketball teams, there's a lot of IV hydration businesses doing that, then there's no real need for you to invest so much in getting like beauty drips, because those are for women or it could be for men too, but the athletic population is not going to order as many beauty drips as they will the athletic performance drips. So just research your population and kind of get your wheels turning and thinking about what type of population you will want to serve with your IV hydration. So next, you're going to pick a name, logo, and branding. Now, while these things are important, I'll get to what's most important, what I feel in my experience of starting an IV hydration. But yeah, you want to pick a name. You can go to type in that name in Google, see if that name is taken in your area. So pick a name, think about a logo, think about branding, how you want to come off if you're going to be advertising on social media. If you are and you pick a name, my advice is to go and secure all those domains on all the platforms right now while you have the idea. So if you want it to be XYZ IV hydration, go on Instagram, secure XYZ IV hydration handle, on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere that you think you want to promote. Start by doing that, taking the name of what you think you want your business to be, and start securing those domain names. Next is to start looking for a medical director. You want to have a plan of action before meeting with a potential medical director. Now, I will say that finding a medical director is one of the things that get people kind of caught up or stuck in starting this business. I will link some resources below on different sources that I have, or actually of my ebook, sorry. I will link the link to my ebook, which is how to find and secure a medical director, because it got me stuck for a little while trying to find a medical director, about 6 to 7 months. I met with one medical director. I didn't really know what I was talking about. I didn't really know what I needed them to do. And guess what? They sensed that. And they were like, no, I'm cool. Throw up the deuces. So that's fine. I came with a strategic game plan for the next medical director. She is amazing. And so yeah, I wrote an ebook which helps you on the strategies I use to find and secure my medical director. And also I give you some resources of places that you can go to find your medical director who will set you up. But even with them setting you up, you still want to use the strategies that I give you before you go to them. And make sure you know what you want and what you're asking for so that you are confident. A lot of doctors don't know that this kind of thing exists. So you kind of have to teach them and educate them. But when you come with a solid plan and you know what you're talking about, they are more than game to get into this type of business, because let's face it, as nurses, we're doing all the work, right? So it's really, you're kind of taking care of everything. So it's a great way for them to get residual income. Let's see. So next is to find you a good CPA and tax, so you get the correct tax structure based on the collaboration with you and your doctor. In states like California, the doctor has to own 51% of the business, and your CPA will help you with navigating that, if you know what I mean. So there are ways around everything. So yeah, if you want to, message me, we can talk about that later. But you want a good CPA because you want to make sure that your taxes are done. You want to make sure that you're in the best tax structure so you get all the write-offs, and that this business is the type of business that helps you, and the type of business that is flourishing and is set up correctly from the beginning. Okay. You also want to find a good lawyer. Your lawyer is going to set up your business structure. They're also going to do all your contracts. They can look over all your consent forms. They are the ones who are going to look over your contract between you and the doctor to make sure that everything is A1. So you want to make sure that you have a good lawyer. So, and that the lawyer is going to be your probably highest upfront cost fee. They usually range, I would say, to set up the business and to do your contracts, they can be anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 plus. I wouldn't pay too much more. But yeah, that's kind of the range of how much your lawyer is. And next you want to, once you get all that set up, I put here, apply for an EIN number to set up your account, but your lawyer, if you have a lawyer, set it up. Now, there are other ways that you can set up your business structure. Like some people suggest Legal Shield and LegalZoom. Look into that at your own discretion. I chose not to go with them for my own personal reasons, but if you do set it up with them, you want to get an EIN number, because you'll take that EIN number, which is it's kind of like a social security number for your business. You'll take that, and that's what you will set up all your accounts with medical supply companies to order your medication and order your supplies. And last but not least is marketing. Yes, I put marketing includes your Instagram page, your website, spreading the word about your business to everyone. So this is a problem. And this is why I said earlier that although you want to focus and make your logo pretty, your website and your branding, you want to make all those things pretty. But the last thing you want to do is spend so much time on that, and you don't spend any time on marketing and telling people about your business, that when you open, you hear crickets. You don't want to do that. You want to start telling everybody about your business now. And people will be like, whoa, what's that? IV hydration? I kind of heard of it. That's the thing. I heard about it in Vegas that they do for people who are, have hangovers. Kind of heard about it. Tell me more. People will be so interested in your business once you tell them that you're getting into this. I promise you, but you have to talk about it. Us as nurses, we don't know how to do marketing or business. We didn't learn that in nursing school, right? So you have to get out there, get uncomfortable. Let me tell you one thing. If you're new to business, you have to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable, and business will bring that out of you. Because if you're uncomfortable and you're shy and you don't want to talk about your business, no one is going to know about it, and you're not going to get any patients or any clients. You're going to have everything set up, spend all this money, and you're going to feel bad because you're going to think you're doing something wrong, or feel defeated because you don't have any clients. So that's why it's so important to talk about your business as soon as you know and think, and once you spend the mental time and just the time thinking about this type of business and knowing that this is what you want to do, looking for a lawyer and a CPA and a medical director, you want to be telling everybody about this business. You want to think of partnerships. You can partner with nail salons, you can partner with gyms, you can partner with doctor's offices, you can partner with so many people with this IV hydration business, but you have to talk about it and you have to start marketing it from the beginning. You want your books full before you even open, right? So if your plan, that's another pro tip, pick a date. If you're planning to start this business, pick a date. I would suggest maybe 3 months out, pick a date and stick with it. That is the date that you are going to open. So if you know that you're going to open, say now, I don't know when you're watching this video. Right now it's November. If you know you want to open this business in January, then you need to start talking about it now and saying, even if you know it's going to happen, you can even do like now booking. What's going to happen if you don't open, but you will. But that's how serious it is about marketing. You want to have your books full before you open. Once you secure that doctor, then it's all up from there, right? That's kind of what I said. It's kind of your lawyer is going to be your most expensive and your doctor is kind of going to take some time to find. So once you find those two things, you want to start marketing your business and even saying, hey, like I plan to be open in the next month. I can even start taking appointments. So yeah, you want to definitely be ready for that. So that is all I have for you. Wait, I think I had another pro tip. Oh yes, of course. I probably said number 1 tips for everything, but my number 1 tip in business, especially being someone who has no business background, like us nurses. Now, you don't have to be a nurse to start this business, but if you are a nurse, because I'm a nurse, I'm speaking to you, you need a coach. A coach is going to help you get so much further, faster, and cheaper. Trust me, I spent a lot of money trying to do things myself, not in this business, but the first business I started. And you know what I learned from that first business is that I needed a coach ASAP for this business. So you want to get with a coach and do an IV hydration training course. That's how I know everything that I know now. It's been through trial and error, but in the beginning, it was because I had a coach who walked me and guided me through things. And then I've learned, lots of other things on my own. So that will save you time and money. I will actually book, you can get an exploration call with me and we can talk about if you have some ideas or you want to walk through it. I will put the link to my to book an exploration call. I also will be doing IV hydration trainings that will start in a couple weeks. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get this video, but I will probably book the link to that if you want to join. It will be November 20th, 2021 here in Los Angeles, California. And then next year I do plan to do more advanced IV hydration coaching. So reach out to me, DM me, message me here if you have any other questions. Go ahead and subscribe because I will be doing lots more trainings like this on different business aspects. I'm a nurse. I am now, like I said, a nursepreneur. I love business. I love businesses for nurses because it helped cure my burnout. So that's how me getting into business started. It gave me an outlet outside of the hospital. And then it eventually picked up to where I didn't have to work so much in the hospital. I'm now part-time. And my plan is to be a full-time entrepreneur soon. So I love all things business. So message me with questions that you have and I'll be sure to answer them. All right. So hit the subscribe so you can see my other videos and then hit the little, I don't know where it's going to be at. I have to study it. Notification so you know when I drop my next video. So yeah, that's all for now. I hope I've been a resource and I gave you some education on the 10 steps in starting an IV hydration business. But let me know if you guys want me to do videos on other things. I will be happy to do it. And thanks for tuning in.